Boy, Aggie Specs, aka Big Cheese, on the airway. I'm about to introduce the creator, the mastermind, the mega mind, the genius behind this whole concept of podcasting and real talk radio. The creator of, as a matter of fact, podcasting. He goes by the name of Knight, and today he's going to introduce himself. I'm going to interview him. He's going to give you the runaround about his life and how he got to where he's at today. So, without further ado, Knight, come in, brother.
What's up? What's up?
What's up, my dude?
What's up? What's up, baby?
Thanks
That's how I get it. You ain't giving some of the love. What's up, boy?
Hey, man, thanks for giving me the opportunity to interview you. Let the people know all of what you're about, the message you're trying to send, and the lives you're trying to change.
Matter of fact, let me get some of that Seagram's vodka right there.
Got you, bro.
Oh, you done had me one.
Yeah, I already had one pour for you, bro. I know how you roll.
It's good to see you, man. Look, and I couldn't have picked a better person to help start this off for me. I'm gonna have different hosts sometimes, but you'll be a main host until you find your link, what you want to do. What's up, everybody? How you doing? Represent from Fayetteville, North Cac. You know what I'm saying? That's KNI to the GH to the what? Oh, good.
Hey. All right.
Dead pork.
So I guess tonight is really about the people getting a feel of who you are and what you're trying to bring to the table. What's your main mission, and what are you trying to get across to the people with this movement you're trying to create, basically?
Well, I'm gonna ask you basically which movie you're talking about, because I'm a whole bunch of different things. So I would like to know, like, which movies you talking about. Not saying,
Understood.
you know that. You talking about the music or?
Well, being our first podcast, our little rough draft or pilot to the shows to come, I guess through the podcast and creating this as a matter of fact radio.
As a matter of fact, get that. As a matter of fact, copywritten today, huh? Oh, good.
What do you plan to achieve by doing this?
Man, I got some projects gonna come that's gonna bust people's head. For one, I gotta say like this, and I don't care nobody coming. Nah, I ain't on J. Cole. That nigga doing his thing. He went out there and went and got it himself. That dude was back to what bomb shorts back in the day. Zephyrus, I am so proud to see that dude doing it, because I'd have battled him when he was younger.
An original.
And he was a therapist, but he doing his thing. So enough about that. He doing him. Anybody word Jay, do your thing. And when you get to where you get to and everything come together, people they're gonna concentrate themselves on knowing that you did come back and do what you did, because you've been doing it already. Thanks for representing the 9, baby. One time, 2-6, baby. But I got some things in the work and I can't really talk about it. With a toy company, and you like, with a toy company.
But what can you say about what you're trying to do? I mean, I know you can't speak on it too much without revealing too much of your plan. But what can the people expect from you in the future, from what you're trying to provide for the people in the young community? Black, white, doesn't matter what nationality, but as a whole, people.
I'm gonna be honest like this. No racism, never been a racist. I'm a military brat. Grew up around so many different cultures and everything, and I've dealt with so many different people, men and women, Asian, Oriental, Russian, German, Sprechen Deutsch, so obviously sehr gut. I speak German.
Right.
A lot of people speak Spanish, but I can't. I be trying to Buenos Dios.
And that's rare. You never really come across a black guy speaking German as you do. I wouldn't even thought you spoke German. Not to say I'm like, put you in the category or anything, but how you look, what I'm saying? I would never think that German would come out your mouth. But that being said, that's an inspiration of somebody right there.
Well,
it's opening doors for younger people, saying like we're taught to speak Spanish, or you're led down the road to speak Spanish, but you're here speaking German fluently.
Well, I got some work to do, but it's just a point. Like, you could drop me off at Germany, and I'm there. I'm good. I was treated as a young black man, a younger child, very good by the German people. Wonderful, wonderful.
So you really had no struggles while you were there. I mean, that really stuck out like here? You know what I'm saying? As far as racism goes, or
Well, I mean,
being
I had the
subjected?
struggles with my parents, you know what I'm saying, here and there, and going to it later, you know, parents cheat or this and that and everything. But I can always tell my mom back to my first birthday when I got my Snoopy board game, but I had a skateboard. She was like, "How do you remember that?" Because I remember she used to hide and go seek with me. I'd cry. I remember a little mixed white and German boy. He had a basketball and his mom wouldn't let me play with him, so I caught him outside and I beat him up. But I felt bad. I still think about this to this day.
Right.
But all in the roundabout, you know what I'm saying? LOL.
Mhm.
I ain't no violent person.
But you know,
But
things happen. But he learns from his mistakes, and he's owning up to it right now. Can you say that living in Germany and learning from different cultures or people being around you, not even just Germany, but as you said, you traveled,
Deutschland.
being around certain ethnics or different genres of people, could you say that kind of influenced you to do what you're doing now, as in trying to open the eyes to different
What-
perspectives of how people should view things or opinions of other people? Or?
What influenced me, really, what really influenced me was back in the day, like, when we was in Germany and, like, certain people was from New York. Certain people from New York, they go home or whatever, they come back with L. Cool J, Sheena Easton, they will come back with fat.
Shit, they didn't even drop it over in the States, right? It'd be like fresh out there, but we
No,
ain't
it
seen
was
the
the
shit.
States, but it went over in Germany. The shit,
Oh, okay.
Fat Boys. Oh my gosh, yo. Of course. Oh my gosh. And this right here is wrecking my brain right now. Run DMC like crazy, like LL. I can go. Eric B came after a time and them, but they were still rhyming. It was just so many people, and it's like right now this is my like first podcast, my first interview, so I'm trying to get so much out. MC Milk, MC Light Brother, oh my gosh, that's one song I could play out boom
Now, can you
anywhere
say
every
this?
day.
That
There
the
is
people from
no-
the past, there will never be like that type of
Beastie
music again.
Boys, Beastie
Yeah,
Boys,
they're from New York, right?
New Edition from that
Mhm.
time. All them people was, and now I'm starting to dang try to put everybody together.
Could you say they kind of had an influence on your life and what you like perceived in your life and what you did with it? Like the message they sent in their music and how they made you feel when you listen to it?
Yeah, because they was the forefront of everything. That they showed us how to get out to get it. They were pioneers, and a lot of people don't respect it to the day for the people that did it. You
Right.
might
They
not
paved the
like,
way.
of course, you might not like what how somebody rhymed Kumo D or this and that and MC Light, but you gotta take it because they
doing
gave you Stetsasonic, even MC Hammer. I mean, I could
They
just go
put their
back
foot
up.
in the door for those behind them that followed them in their footsteps.
Yes, yes. So I'm like,
So my question is, what went wrong with today's music, which is not really uplifting? It's more of a story of that person being, ruthless or a gangster, or being
Drugs,
violent
just-
and fucking bitches and all this. Like,
I mean-
where did we go wrong as a nation, as a people? that
it's
we
not
were
even.
violent
It's not
like this?
even them. It's who. And if you independent, if you notice, independent artists are talking about their true real lives.
Right.
Now, people who go up under record labels want you to speak about what they want you to speak about.
So can you say the independent artists are more positive than the ones that are signed on a label? They're more negative? Or I can't say they're not more negative, but they have to live to a certain standard of what that label gives them or tells them to do. Or promote.
All I could say, more so as more independent artists, like everybody's not the same.
Not at all.
A lot of them more honest and true with themselves or what they've been through, what they're going through. You know what I'm saying?
Independent artists.
As opposed to, oh, I'm doing this. I get my drink on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I do my thing. But for me to be 41, I look better than a whole lot of these younger kids.
Yeah, people my age being 26 looking older than you. Just from what they're doing and how they live their lives,
Yeah. Anyway.
Oh, you saying I look older than you?
Nah, you good. You still look young. You still look young, right, y'all?
Yeah, I
Hey,
hope
but,
so. I hope y'all said yes, but what I'm trying to get to is basically
Okay.
what can you do to change the the perspective of these young artists, not even just rappers or just artists in general, people being creative in their own mind and their own mainframe, their own sense of creativity. What can you do to add to it so they don't feel like they're outcasts for expressing themselves the way they want to
This
express
is what
themselves?
you do. This is what you do. I can't put Jesus on nobody. I can't do. God is my everything. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care what I done. I done sold dope. I done snorted coke. I done everything. I don't care what nobody's. Whatever they do is what they do. But I love my God. I mean, through anything and everything. I lost my daddy in my arms when I just turned 18. He went at my prom. He went at my graduation.
Y'all were close?
And nah, we wasn't close, but I had my father. It's kind of hard.
That
Him and my
means a lot,
mom used
though.
to fight. You know what I'm saying? It was a lot of things, but I had both my parents, and
In
I
your life.
was able to learn from something on this.
Yeah.
And my dad was strong or something. I wish he would have taught me more of being a man. But I just remember this. I'll say this. I'll put this out there right now. When my dad took his last breath, I remember that. And I'm holding real tight right now because you loud bust out in tears.
It's
I
only
just
right.
ended up
Emotional.
coming from Frankie Fun Park in Columbia, South Carolina, and something told me to go home. And my dad got out the toilet with me, fell down, he was trying to breathe, and I was trying to get his breathing machine. And he took his last breath, and that was the first death that I seen by somebody so much I care for, but I hurt so much for to show me more as being a man, but God put it in his way. I don't know if you understand me on this. My dad got off the toilet and his penis was sticking out his pants. I put my dad's penis back in his pants for respect for him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want the ambulance coming. They got to put it in. And I'm looking, and when I'm looking at my dad, like for real, this what made me.
Right, come on.
You know what I'm saying? That's what made me.
It's a sense of respect and entitlement. Although you said that y'all weren't as close as I thought y'all were, but he still was your father. He still was there for you. You still had both parents in your
He
household.
knew he did a lot of wrong as beating us extra more than he did. But during my football, the days he wasn't supposed to be out in the rain and all that stuff, the cold, he was there at every game. And when I saw him with my jersey, senior night,
It's a form of support, you know.
now my coach let my dad take my jersey home. I never forget that. You understand?
Right.
And that means the world to me. So what I'm just saying to you children, people out there, you want to do get on your music, do your thing right. Get your school, don't stay in school. Learn other than what they teach you at school. Learn the other options of what really is, because they're going to teach you what you want to know.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Because like mainstream society, politics, education system, they want to keep you in a box. They want to have you to a certain standard.
Yeah. They do.
And in doing that, they still at the same time, teachers will tell you today, whatever you want to become, work hard and you will become it. But when we do it in our own form and fashion,
they want to hold you back. They want to push you down. Like Christopher Columbus. On everything. Ever since I left school, I don't know. I remember Christopher Columbus, but I don't know how you going to discover Native Americans.
That's already been there. And then the story that they told about him was also false. They made him as a hero, when he was really a person that went over and raped, killed, and pillaged these people for their land. And he was even in the right spot he was sent to. But,
Okay.
I mean, we're getting off topic. What I was going to get to is, from your loss, and it's not even just a loss, all how you view it, because you can gain a lot in that tragedy as a
I'm
person.
gonna give y'all a whole lot, a little bit, and a lot and a little bit. The second we'll talk about later.
How can they?
Should have been NFL. Should have been a whole lot of different things. Yeah, the football is my thing. You see the Redskins right there. You put that thing up for me. I appreciate that.
No doubt, bro.
You know what I'm saying? I've been there for my family, and I had a talk with my sister about like 2 or 3 months ago, and I'm like, I don't give a fuck no more about what nobody think, because I lost a lot trying to do for everybody else. When I wanted to do for my sister, and I couldn't.
Put it off. You put it off. Put it
I'm
on
not
hold.
gonna say the names because I talk to the certain people that it's done and gone, but at the same time, I just want to run across it because look, this is true life. This is
Now, a
real.
lot of the time
And
people will
what
say
if-
it's negative though because you're thinking about yourself, but at the same time you have to, right?
No, let me tell you something. You know how many people that had it good? How many people who this and that dead? Or nigga, my brother in prison like right now. And I hope we get out. Sometimes soon they denied his parole. So hopefully in South Carolina you get out. You know what I'm saying? But that's another story. But all it is I'm gonna let you. It's no pain, no gain.
No pain, no gain.
And OPG. Before they had emojis, I had bouncy babies. These things right here. You know what I'm saying? I made these back in 1997. But them bouncy babies will be coming to the emoji center soon, you know what I'm saying? KNIG to the motherfucker T, you heard me, MID. Columbia, South Carolina, Lower Richland High School, South Carolina State University, Orangeburg. I'm gonna give love to Charleston too. I ain't been there. Rock Hill, South Carolina, York County, Charlotte, of course, Gastonia, Raleigh. I'm just Camden, New Jersey, Burlington, Brooklyn.
You've been in a lot of places.
But I see Brooklyn, Camden, and Burlington. I used to go see my godbrother. He was in the Air Force. But Camden and Brooklyn, I used to do my sneak in and outs, like, you know what I'm saying?
You're swiping, no swiping type of deal.
Doing my thing, whatever,
yeah.
like the St. Louis, Missouri. I had another dude. He's from Kansas City. Love the Kansas City. Dude told me, oh, that's the country, because I lived in Fort Leonard Wood. The fuck out of here. Anyway. Pulaski County.
Is it?
I'm a military brat. I was born on Fort Bragg, North Carolina, the biggest and baddest motherfucking base in this world.
Well, now it's a second. Now it's a second, apparently.
Okay.
But it's still fresh in our hearts because we're from here, motherfuckers. But is it fair to say that through your travels and your experiences in life, and your tragedies, your trials and tribulations, what you learned from and what you achieved and overcame, that feeling of either regret, remorse, sadness, accomplishment, it could all been handled differently if you had somebody there to teach you a way to handle it in a certain form or fashion. I know personally when I speak on stuff like this, I think of myself in another person's shoes, being younger than me, black, white, whatever.
But
they don't have the same structure that they should have. So
but I gotta step on this. There's a lot of times I think back and I be like, I should have just stepped in and just be like, fuck everybody.
Right.
But y'all, my everything, God is a redeemer of time. So everything that I should have had then, I'm gonna have that and then some.
Later on, with patience and
Because He know wholeheartedly. I don't know if it was a test of me. I'm not about to kill him or go hang myself and shit because I couldn't make the horse team or whatever the fuck they do, the yachting team, whatever.
Right. I can't play water polo.
I mean, there's plenty of times I came home with wanting no food in the house, and I sent money home for college, and that's, man.
I feel like you do a lot for people not expecting anything back from them. You just do it out of the kindness of your heart, and you just want them to learn that doing this, I'm not a selfish person. I'm doing this for you. I'm trying to show you a better way,
But you got to do that, though, because if you doing something for somebody and you looking for something back in return, your blessings not going to come. And if you looking for blessings
without doing
if you're looking for blessings because you did something for somebody, you're not going to get the blessings because you're looking for something in return.
Right.
If you do something for somebody, you do it because from your heart.
Yeah.
So I don't do nothing from, I'm going to get this back. But I pray to God. I pray for others. There's sometimes I done prayed to Him about stuff that I done done something over and over or something. God, this ain't about me today. I just want to pray for these people that's been praying for me, blessing me, doing things for me. You know what I'm
You're
saying?
trying to spread positivity in the most positive, spiritual way. And my question is, through you doing this through the podcast and through your other outlets that you have planned in the future, what do you expect to happen? Like, of course, you're going to have some positive and negative feedback, but my question is, how are you going to handle both sides of that, and how can you change the negative minds to be on the same page as you? You know what I'm saying?
You can't change negative minds you can reinforce positivity, and it'll be up to the negative mind to accept that positivity.
Right.
You can't change it, because if I tell you some positive day when you go to sleep, you're still gonna feel negative because nothing's really said and you're not seeing nothing that's positive. Even though, like the camps, I want to set up and everything for the.
You can't take
for
somebody's
the
mentality, basically.
But you know what? I'm gonna dig in there for those who don't have that morale, or giving them and telling them.
And for me to speak to the people right now about this guy right here that I only know for maybe 2 months now, maybe
Right,
a little
right.
2 months and a half. But what I'm getting to is, I had very low self-esteem because I don't have any, back or push from my family because of who I am and how I carry myself. But I'm a very free individual. I have a free mind. I don't like to be stuck in a box and stuck to the same way of thinking. But when I met this guy right here, this Big Bro Knight, he explained to me that you're seeking, like, you want to be right in other people's eyes when your eyes and the Lord's eyes are the only ones that matter. As long as you're sending a positive message and you're doing stuff that's good to help other people besides yourself, stick to it. Don't
But
think
also-
negative of
But
yourself.
also, like I was telling this man, there comes a time when you break them ties and you gotta do. It's you and God. It's you and God. If you can't deal with yourself and you can't deal with God, you can't deal with nobody. I ain't pushing no religion on nobody. I mean, do what you do. But I'm just saying like this. I know I have conversations with them, and that'll be another time again on something else. People fronting every day. They go to the clubs or this and that. Then they be in church on Sunday, and and then they try to down you. I might go to the bar on the weekend. I might go out and drink at my homeboy's house. They might have a Sunday get down after I get from
Kickback
church
or
for
whatever.
football.
Right.
But I guarantee you what, I never deny God. Now, we're not going to go with everything else, but God is everything in me. Without him, I'm nothing, but with him, I'm everything. But I just want to say like this, you did a great host for this first show.
Yeah,
I'm
thank
proud of you. I'm really proud of you. And as a
appreciate
matter
you.
of fact, that's the name of the podcast. As a matter of fact, it came up tonight. And we was sitting around by like 4 hours ago, and I was like, yo, let's get this camera, let's do this. So now, this is we're going to be coming, and if y'all got some ideas, come to us with it. I'm trying to bring positivity to the show. At the same time, I ain't going to say gossip or nothing like that, but what is and what ain't. And up-and-coming rappers, students that's trying to get somewhere, and they trying to find themselves. There's a lot of kids that want to be rappers and stuff to define themselves when they could be doing something else. So we could maybe find something else for them to do. And
We're breaking y'all free.
I'm nothing, and I'm far from perfect. And anybody know me, they know. So, hey, this is my first one. This is his first one. He will be a co-host on here a lot. You know what I'm saying? And we'll bring in guests here and there after a while. But hey, just stay tuned.
And stay positive, uplifted, and stay
'Cause
driven.
Because if you ain't know, as a matter of fact, this KNIG to the T. That's NOPG, and we is out.